Gods and goddesses, once again you have displayed no compassion for others. My name's Anuki, and you fight for our amusement.
Poseidon.
Neril and his team are over 10k behind. Poseidon is gonna wait for the prime opportunity to initiate the total annihilation of the enemy team's Department of Damage. The classic combo of abilities is primed at the moment of grouping. Wards and Aegis, who needs them? With Scylla, Neith, and Isis completely fatality'd, the team is able to conquer the fire giant and the map. Approaching from behind allowed Poseidon to drop a surprise attack. All it took was a small moment where the three Musketeers would hold hands with each other, and a Neril that doesn't know how to hold back. He had to end this quickly, and that he did. Golden sparkles and glitter. Little baby Born takes bowlers like a champion, leading to this Aztec warrior to discover the fire giant is being claimed. He pokes at Vulcan, and that's when Apollo turns to react. The darkest of night scatters the four, disrupting their cognitive abilities. He swoops in with sprint, blocking ranged attacks, and steals the fire giant. Fire Giant Jr. Agni tries to replace the Lord of Flame Spot as king of the volcano, but he too gets discombobulated. Using Rising Jaguar to catch up with Sobek and Vulcan, he fires a few basic attacks, ripping apart Sobek. It's only Vulcan left now. It's not the most exciting of deaths, but it is technically an unofficial pentakill. Penguin Pop ain't never gonna drop. Shivalonke is one of the lesser represented choices, but that doesn't stop this guy from racking up a pentakill. The use of Darkest of Nights is key. The psychological fear breaks the enemy team down. The fire giant buff powers Shivalonke up to the max. Had Sobek and Vulcan decided to stay with Agni and fight, they could have got him. Obviously, the current turn of events has upset them greatly. What they need is to pick up a penguin.
Athena.
Tyr. Sun Wukong.
Me. Vamana.
Hades is about to discover a volcanic disturbance in the Force. He puts on his grisliest of faces to attract the attention of the foes before him, and it's Athena and Wukong to respond. Team Blue reinforcements have arrived. The battlefield spreads. Bakasura is obliterating the life force of Tyr. He takes the lore elsewhere. The mana assists, taking considerable damage. He becomes colossal to stave off death. He backpedals away from the Spirit's Tempest, and Neith backflips out of it just in time. Hades' Pillar of Agni destroys Wukong, but dies to Vamana's beatdown. Outrun from Blue is the next to perish as he is chased down. Athena slams in at the same time as Guan Yu. Unable to save the life of his friend, Guan Yu becomes the sponge he always wanted to be, taking a Spirit's Arrow to the feet, an Umbrella Ring to the chest, a Creepy Curse to the mind, and a World Weaver Arrow to the back. Not satisfied with his near-death experience, he returns to the fight to help Apollo, exchanging himself for some minor damage against the remaining opponents. It's Apollo against Athena and Neith. Sprint has already been exhausted, and a few minions and weaves populate the floor. Goldsaurus as Neith uses a special ability known as Memory to locate these spiritual contraptions and moves to position Apollo over them. Neith fires the Spirit Arrow, detonating them both. Athena taunts in order to serve and protect, and Apollo goes down. A frantic play between both teams, but it is Team Red which will take the Gold Star stickers home today. Rather than continuing to attack the fire giant, they shifted focus onto the enemy team. Wukong here positioning his tornadoes to protect himself. Notice Vamana being forced to attack Bakasura instead. After Bakasura's wreck depletes his ultimate, he seeks a meal at the blue camp, replenishing some life. The position for Hades and Wukong was great, but Team Red was able to overcome the difficulty thrown their way. Towards the end of the play, Neith and Athena are presented with a fully charged Apollo with a one-tracked mind. It is these weaves which bind his soul into the afterlife.
Me.
Redoxy is playing Neith independently, and using the power of loneliness, they are able to lure the Wukong and Anhur straight into a weave. An excellent 7-10 split! Wukong has wasted 2 abilities already, but he's going to use the decoy to keep the attention of the tower, allowing on her to blast down his Desert Fury, hitting all 8 strikes. Backflip evades Magic Cudgel, and her locks down the retreat path. Neve goes back to the tower, trading blows with Wukong. He dies! One last Spirit Arrow finishes off this play with Redoxy hyper victorious. There have been a variety of 2v1 tower diving scenarios in top 5 plays. And the thing to remember is, an aggressive situation like this, the clock is always against you. It is always ticking. Every second you stay in this tower, the chance of success decreases. And that is exactly what Redoxy achieved. They survived long enough.
Vulcan.
Welcome to the Womboest of combos. The enemy team noticed Chang'E is in a more vulnerable position, yet she leads them into a confined space, firing Waxing Moon after Vulcan's Earthshaker for collateral damage. All that is left now is to pick up the scraps of paper. Vulcan's Magma Bomb kills Hades. Thanatos takes his time selecting Sobek as his target as Dwarf fires his cannon into the back of Bastet. Hercules is a more stubborn one than the other opponents. The boss is always last. Dwurst and Millennium chase all the way into the tower. Hercules throws his toys out of the pram and follows up with a driving strike. Both of them into the tower. Moonlit Waltz negates a tower shot. Millennium tinkers outside the tower whilst Vulcan finishes off Hercules with a backfire. This play was dynamite, with the magnitude of this explosion equivalent to 200 Banelings. These guys took a bunker bust to the face. Even Agni would have felt that burn. There's no more love to give. Send in your top 5 plays by checking the video description. But now though, I'm Anuki. I'll see you in the jungle.
Hey Ymir, click those. But they don't look safe. That's the point. Oh. Ymir doesn't like Fenrir. Fenrir's a jerk.